This is Jim Fremson here, Fremson Podcasts. Today, I'm going to talk about something um, going on within our community, and I do believe it will help each other. It will help us a lot because it has been going on throughout our community. And it seems like if we don't change, uh, we can never be successful within our minority community. You see, one thing that I've seen within our community is our culture is more stronger. We believe in going back home to marry someone we love and bring them to come and stay with us. That is what we believe. That is what we minorities, over 90% or 80% of minorities believe. But when we marry and bring the person with us to stay, at the end of the day, sometimes the marriage doesn't last a year. It doesn't last even some in months. Some maximum 2 years after getting green card or papers, the marriage is dissolved. Why is this thing happening to us? Why we allow this to happen as minorities? Why we sit down and then do this to our own fellow human being who trusted us from beginning, trusted you, went back home, married you, you showed some kind of sign that you love that individual very well. And then at the end of the day, when you get some kind of position or when you get what you want, you tend to turn your back to that individual because you feel like now you have everything you want. Do you believe by doing this, you are helping yourself or helping your generation? By doing this to a woman or a man you called your lover, when a person came home to marry you, will you or do you actually believe that what you are doing to someone who trusted you, believed in you, had full faith in you, didn't sponsor his or her family, her sister, her brother, or his sister or his brother, didn't finance them, but came and then marry you, brought you so that both of you would team up, as Bible said, when a man and a woman come together, they become one. At the end of the day, when you start working or when you come here, it is then that you are realizing that when you were in Africa, you were better off. You were better off, but you won't go back. You won't go back because this place is not good. But you found a way to what? Divorce that individual who brought you here just to make yourself free, work, and then go and support your family. Why do you do this? You see, I have seen so many things. The reasons why I came up with this topic is that our community, the common unnecessary divorce is one of the things that we do. And we do it just not to harm ourselves. We think we are doing it because we are free. Sometimes we do it because we feel like, oh, I don't care, I will get child support, I will be free, and that sort of thing. But you tend to forget that the children that you have are the one you are destroying. They are the life you are hurting. They are the life who doesn't have parents in their life, and then at the end of the day, they may end up messing up. We tend to forget about that. We tend to forget that we have wives, we married, and then at the end of the day, because our own selfish motive, we leave them. We divorce them because they have too many babies. You don't want to spend, you want your life, you want to look nice, Mr. Nice. You go out there, chase seen different women. You leave the one that you brought, your own seed. You leave them and then go out and then marry somebody else. Just go and marry somebody else. Leave another seed and then you go and marry someone because you are nice. At the end of the day, all these seeds that you planted, if you don't water them really well, you are going to have generational curse. You are going to have generational curse, the curse that will come upon you because at any time any of your children will suffer, that pain and struggling will come upon you in the near future. I'm not just trying to curse anybody, but I'm telling you what I feel, what I've seen, because my experience, I've seen all this. And then I do believe it's time for us to do what? To change. It's time for us to change. It's time for us to amend our lifestyle. We have. If somebody comes to you, want to marry you, and you don't love the person, just tell the person, I don't love you. Do not pretend as if you do, and then do something else. Do not pretend as if you care, meanwhile you don't. Do not pretend as if the person is your holy and the soul, like someone that you can never live without. Meanwhile, you are pretending. God Almighty doesn't allow this to happen. Because God is God. God created you and him or her purposely for you to meet. For you to meet, to come, and then do what? Live together. Either you have children or not. God brought both of you together to live together, to support each other, to comfort each other. So if you see the person and the person doesn't match, you don't see the person as your match. You don't feel, don't pretend, just leave that individual alone. Because even if you don't, the right person will come for you to be happy. The right person will come. But if you don't, and then you take that individual because you think that person is in abroad, you think the person is handsome, you think the person is beautiful, you think the person, for certain reason, you follow that individual. At the end of the day, you might end up looking at yourself and then said, why did I do this? Folks, it is very, very important. I think we will keep on talking about this because I've seen this, a lot of people report, a lot of people talk, and then I feel like we need to talk about this to educate ourselves, to help ourselves. Because, America is not like America yesterday. America we saw 20 years when we came to this country. America is changing. Look at what is happening. Election. Middle of election, rules and laws are being changed. So America is not going to be America like the way we saw when we came here. So if you are in this country and then doing something, do something good. If you have children or you are married, just put your resources together. Put your resources together and pray all the time for God protection. Pray all the time for God guidance. Pray all the time for God wisdom for you to manage yourself and then manage it. Because look, if you leave and go out there, there is nobody out there who is going to help you. There's no. You single mothers, let me ask you, just ask yourself how much pain you go through to take care of your children at the school age. How much pain? You have to struggle, you have to go to work, you come from work, you have to, make sure that you take them to babysitter. From babysitter, you need to go and prepare food for them. You don't have time. You think you have time, but think about it. Your concentration is divided. Your mind is divided because you cannot even take good care of yourself. Anybody can come and then use you anyhow because you need help. Folks, I think this is the time for me and you to reset our mind. If somebody comes to you back home and you don't marry the person. And then look, those of you too who go back home, you go back home and then marry someone who you know that individual, if you were in the country, that individual will never marry you. Don't go and then use your, abroad or whatever it is to go and marry that individual, because you know definitely the habit that individual in right now, if that individual comes to you, no matter what it is, that individual will leave you. That individual will leave you. So either the person is a man or a woman or whatever it is, you check yourself and cut your coat according to your size. Folks, this is Jem Fremson podcast. This is informational, this is education, this is, we try to encourage ourselves to do the right thing for ourselves and our children. So I want to encourage you, I want you to be certain, I want you to be honest, and then sit down and assess yourself if you go back home to marry. And then if you're in Africa and then somebody comes to you and then marry you, just sit down and then look at the person. Do not just look here and look that and look, there's no blessing in it. First of all, there is not. You think now you are handsome or now you are beautiful, but you are wasting your time. By the time you realize, it's over. By the time you realize, everything that you were working for, the reasons why you were doing things, you've lost it. So folks, this is Jem Fremson podcast, and then think otherwise. America is changing. So us, we need to change. We need to change our lifestyle. We need to change the way we do things. We need to think about how we can improve our life, how we can do things to help ourselves grow, how we can set up businesses, how we can help our children, how we can be unique. Be unique among the population. We need to help ourselves. We need to make sure that we don't do things that will not help us grow. If you have children, handle them as your life depends on them. If you don't have children and you're married, both of you should help each other, because that is why God created you and him. God brought you together to be one, to stay together, do things together, and grow together. Thank you, folks. And then don't forget, we will meet again tomorrow. Take care.